Welcome to another Transformers Prime Arms Micron review. This time we're looking at the Voyager class Gaia Unicron, or just Unicron if you want to call it. I don't know why they throw in that Gaia crap, or Gaia, whatever you want to say. Here he is in his alt mode, spaceship thing, head mode, volcano mode. I don't know. This is just weird. It does have like an image of his face, and these become like the horns on his head, so he can do that. It does kind of look like a volcano maybe, but as far as I can tell, there's no real way to stand him up unless you like prop him up against something. I don't care too much about this mode. It just, unlike any other Cybertronian form, this one just really does seem like an afterthought. Not sure why they went this route, but interesting though. Giant ass headmaster maybe. Yeah, not much else to really say about this mode, I guess you want to call it that. Transform into robot mode. This true form, going to bring down the legs like this and leave that like that for now. Bring this leg down and pop ball joint, which need to get that back on. There you go. You need to bring out these hinges just for a moment, just to flip out the feet. Snap them back on. Like so. Back up the lights a little bit. Okay, I'll bring these pieces down and just go ahead and pop them off. Bring this out to the side. Rotate this piece in. Bring down the chest piece. Like that. Now with this, you can either go one of two routes. You can split them in half and have each go on each arm, which is the way it comes packaged, and I'll get to the other one momentarily. Flip up this piece to form his helmet, and this is not clicked in all the way. There we go. And there you have Unicron in robot mode, and this thing is wicked awesome. Before I go on about him, I actually forgot I was going to cover his Micron first. So his Micron is a interesting claw thing. Because it actually forms his hand, his true hand, in Unicron's robot mode. Turn to its creature thing. Flip this out. Flip these out, which form like kind of tank treads. Right there. Flip in the claw. You can see it kind of forms like a mole type thing. Where it goes. It's definitely weird. Has a pinkish monocule eye sticker, which is the only sticker on this particular Micron. But like I was saying, flip this back up, form his claw, go back to Unicron himself, Now, like I say, you can either keep the arms like that, the way he comes packaged, or you can go the route that the way he looks in the show when you see him. Take off this one arm, gonna clip it onto his other arm, flip this gray piece in, form up so you get one solid rock stabby thingy, and go in and clip this Micron into his arm. There you go. Which is the way he looks in the show. I prefer this look also. Now the level, I'm going to say that I did not put his Decepticon symbols on his shoulders, the stickers, because he's not a Decepticon. I thought that was just kind of wrong to do so, since he's really his own faction. This is for a Voyager class figure. This is a really big, it's not necessarily from head to toe big, but overall, just size, he's really impressive. I'm going to bring him back. Here he is with the Voyager class RID Optimus. You can just see overall, head to toe, he's a little bit taller. But with the horns, the devil wings, and just the overall bulkiness of the figure, really is surprisingly big. Articulation wise, it's alright, I guess. Nothing too impressive. Bring it back into focus. He does have a swivel head. These things are articulated. These devil wings, though, are made out of pure rubber, but surprisingly they hold their shape really well. He does have swivel ball jointed, yeah, shoulders, swivel elbow, no waist, ball jointed hip with a swivel mid range knee, with his little knee guards have a little bit of give in them too, and a tiny bit of foot articulation. By the way, these foot stickers are a pain in the fucking ass. I hated putting these on, and they don't even really look all that good. Now, this is the best way to display Unicron. If you just don't mess with the vehicle mode or his other modes, which you'll see in a moment, this is the best. He looks awesome. He looks great. The chrome plastic on him really gives a nice amount of detail. Overall, the level of detail on this guy is amazing. The design is very, very cool. Love the way it looks. The head on him is also really cool. Just overall, sure, you could complain that you wish it was a little bit bigger. True, but for what you get in the size class, it's still more than what you get for any other Voyager class figure. But let's go back to his alt modes, and this is where we're going to need Megatron and Optimus. Now this will be the what the fuck moments with this figure. Alright, to turn Unicron into his power up modes for both Optimus and Megatron, first thing you're going to have to take off both the arms by the elbow. I'm going to have to back up the camera more, and this is going to get a little bit awkward here. Flip this piece up, go ahead and take this whole top section off, and with this piece out like that, going to flip this whole thing around and move this up. Actually, I'm going off the directions here because this is really confusing. Actually, I'm going to need to flip this up right here. Bring these horns backwards, like so. I know, very unprofessional to I know we're talking about toys here, but I never look at the directions while doing a review, but this is just way weird that I just need a little bit of help with doing, and that's that for that part anyway. Okay, now back to this body here. I'm going to take these chrome pieces and pop them off to the side like so. Gonna rotate this leg around, bring it up, and kind of you need to position it like that. Weird, I know. And just gonna go ahead and do the same thing for this side. And split open the legs like this, where you'll see the majority of the stickers for this figure. There we go. Get them all the way up like that, and then you're gonna take this piece here, and flip it up. Oh boy, this is quite interesting. Gonna flip these back up here. You're gonna flip it around to the back, take these gold pieces here and kind of flip them into these pieces here, and you're going to take this arm, split it back in half, if you don't rip off your, ow, that fucking hurt, in half, and just peg them into the inside of these golden pieces with these holes. Like that. So kind of got this thing going on here, which just looks all kinds of messed up. Picked up with my feet. That's how I do it. Alright, and that is that. Now we're going to combine him with Megatron first, which basically all you're going to need to do is take Megatron and flip the wings back like this, and you're just going to kind of set this over his shoulders, and now I don't know if it would work better with the Arms Micron Darkness Megatron or not, since that has additional Micron ports or not. But this is the second time I've done this, and that's the best I can figure for this guy. And then you're going to take these devil wings here, and they're going to plug into these pieces here. Oh, forgot to flip that down. They're going to plug in here on his shoulder, which is surprisingly tight. That thing just looks horrible. And do the same thing for this side. This is not looking so good. Come on. It has to work better with the Darkness Megatron figure because this is just not working out. Let me double check this. Alright, so after fucking with this thing for about 15-20 minutes, this is the best I could come up with. Fuck this. This is stupid. I don't know how they got this idea, how they thought this was smart. This is just silly. Now, I'm not going to film it because I don't feel like having an aneurysm on camera again. But here he is with Optimus. Okay, I had a way easier time putting this guy together than I did with Megatron. But still, this is just silly looking. I mean, come on. Are you really going to display your Unicron like this? Or are you going to have him in a badass robot mode? Or this thing is just bad. In both attached Megatron and Optimus here. So 3 out of the 4 modes of this figure I do determine to be utterly crap. The vehicle mode is useless. The power-up modes for Megatron and Optimus are pretty much garbage. The only redeeming factor for this is the robot mode. But can I recommend it at that point? Depends. I think if you're just a casual fan, I would say no. But if you're an older Transformers fan such as myself and you grew up in G1 with Unicron and see all the different incarnations of Unicron and seen him in Prime thus far, I would say yes, because I really do think that this is one of the better Unicron figures to have ever been made. I do think it is better than the Armada and the more G1-ish repaint of that figure, just because it's very, very unique. It adds a very cool look to him. And these huge claws here on the top remind me of what he would have looked like in Beast Wars Neo. But the only thing is, it's going to be expensive because this is a Japanese exclusive Prime figure, like several other of the Prime figures. So it's not going to be cheap, and especially with the popularity of the Prime series and how Unicron is going to be high demand, especially now that it's Japanese exclusive, it's already going to cost you more. So if you're willing to put up a little bit of coin and you're really into Unicron, I'd say go ahead and pick this up. You probably will be kind of disappointed with some of the other bullshit modes, but I'll go ahead and give it a shot because the robot mode here is the saving grace of this figure. Until next time, thank you for watching.